Good evening and welcome to another exciting episode of USC Aiken Baseball. Pacers versus North Georgia, game one of a three-game set on this Friday evening. The North Georgia Nighthawks, the opponent of the USC Aiken Pacers today, come into the game with an 8-8 record. 8-5 at home, 0-3 on the road, and a 3-3 conference record. The Pacers, 13-6 at home, 12-6 at home, 1-0 on the road, and a 4-2 conference record. When it comes to going against conference opponents, both these teams pretty evenly matched. I'm Marcus Johnson, thanking you for joining us today. On the mound for the Pacers, we have Zach Rafuse. Rafuse, who has cemented himself as the #1 starter for this Pacer rotation, comes into the game with a 1.95 ERA in his 5 starts, 2-1 record. A little more on the stat line for Zach Rafuse. Has 27.2 thirds innings pitched, 23 hits, 6 runs, 6 earned runs, 5 walks, 27 strikeouts, and opponents are only batting .219 on him. And we'll go ahead and give you the defensive lineup for the Pacers. Behind the plate, Connor Durden, Brian Pereira is over at first, Joey Smithers at second, Chandler Rogers at short, and Dalton Weeks at third. In the outfield, Jose Bonilla is in center field. The right fielder is Niall Goings, and Sean McQuillan, just taken off the red shirt this year, is out in left field. And leading things off for the Nighthawks is Steve Tomlinson, the center fielder. And the first pitch on its way from Rafuse. Check swing fouled off, and we are underway. Inside, and that just catches a piece of his arm guard. And Tomlinson will head on down to first base. And Chase Suddeth coming up to bat now. Chase Suddeth, the second baseman for North Georgia in today's game. Suddeth batting .271 on the year, has a pair of home runs and 10 RBIs. Steve Tomlinson, the man before him, came into the game with an even .300 batting average, 2 homers and 8 RBIs. Fouled straight back. Strike 1 to Suddeth. Inside corner for a strike, 0-2. Low and away for a ball, works the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Upper inside corner, calls strike 3, Suddeth down on strikes for the first out.
The catcher, number 24, Andres Perez.
And Andres Perez coming up to bat now. Perez, the catcher in today's game, batting .292, has a whopping 9 home runs and 24 RBIs, leads the team in both of those categories. Ball in the dirt. Connor Durden able to keep it in front of him. No, ball 1. Swing and a miss. High inside fastball. Tied him up, 1-1. And a check throw over to first, not in time as Tomlinson gets back. Low and away for a ball, 2-1. The 2-1 on its way, and that one fouled off, 2-2. Two-two to Perez is fouled out of play again, and we'll do it over. Swing and a miss. High fastball. Got him to chase. Perez down on strikes for the second out.
Right fielder, number 25, Connor Corbett.
And brings up Connor Corbett out in right field today. Corbett leading the team in average, 375, 6 home runs and 17 RBIs. And both of those numbers are good for second on the team. Low and away for a ball. Another check throw over to first. Pitch is high. 2 balls, no strikes. Popped up. Behind the plate, foul out of play. And another check throw to first, a little quicker this time. And the 2-1. Fastball missing high, 3 balls, 1 strike. High and inside, ball 4. So Corbett with a 2-out walk puts runners on first and second.
Third baseman, number 19, Nick
And it brings up Nick Clarno, the third baseman. Clarno with a .273 average on the year, 1 home run, 8 RBIs. Inside corner for a strike, 0-1. High and inside, 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Popped up. Left side of the infield. Weeks is calling for it and makes the catch for the third and final out. 2 are left stranded as we go into the bottom of the first inning. No score between the Nighthawks and the Pacers. And welcome back. Bottom of the first inning, ready to get underway. Jose Bonilla will lead things off for the Pacers against Cade Hale, the starting pitcher for North Georgia. 3.82 ERA, 2-2 record in his 5 appearances, 2 complete games as well. Good for 33 innings pitched, 32 hits, 17 runs, 14 of which were earned. 6 walks and 18 strikeouts. Opponents batting .267 on him. First pitch of Bonilla's in there for strike 1. The second one on its way, a swing and a miss, 0-2. Bonilla batting .298, just a smidge under 300. 2 homers, 6 RBIs on the year. And also has 5 stolen bases on the year. And that is top spot for the Pacers. The 1-2 on its way. Misses outside, 2-2. Bonilla stepping out of the box, trying to get the flow of the game back on his side. Rounded right back to the mound. Hale just flips it over to first, and Bonilla down for the first out. And brings up Joey Smithers. Smithers, top hitter for the Pacers, 351 batting average, 3 homers, 19 RBIs. Slugging .545 on the year as well. Swing and a miss on the first pitch, strike 1. And Cade Hale his tempo is very quick. Not a lot of time in between pitches. Popped up. Fly ball into right field. Over and making the catch is Corbett for the second out. And that quick delivery time could be a big factor. Going to be interesting to see what happens if anybody gets on base. And Connor Durden, the next man up, is one that likes to get on base. In fact, Durden's on-base percentage tops the team at .721. He's batting .338 as well, 7 homers and 21 RBIs. And the homers is topping on the team. The 21 RBIs is good for third. First pitch to Durden misses for ball 1. The 1-1 on its way. Grounded first base side. Fair ball. And stepping on the bag is Arnold, who took it himself for the third and final out. A quick 1-2-3 inning. Top of the second coming up. Still no score between either team. And welcome back, top of the second inning, and Bill Leroy will lead it off, the DH for North Georgia. Leroy batting .256 on the year, no homers but 4 RBIs. And he grounds one over the head of Weeks. That high hop got him, and it'll go into left field for a base hit. Leadoff single for Leroy. That spoils the no-hitter.
Shortstop, number 15, William Mapes.
And now the shortstop for North Georgia, William Mapes, coming up to bat. Mapes batting .309, 1 round tripper, and 10 homers on the 10 RBIs on the year. If he has 1 round tripper, how can he have 10 homers? Find out tonight. Show a bunt here. Curveball just misses high, ball 1. And again, Mapes squared around a bunt. The pitch missed low and away, 2-0. Bunted, foul down the first base side. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1, this time it's bunted down the first base side fair. Flipped to first, and Smithers was there to make the catch for the first out. Runner advances, however.
Left fielder number 22, Cruz Taylor.
So runner now on second. Cruz Taylor coming up to bat, left fielder. Taylor batting .196 on the year, but he does have 8 RBIs, so he's getting some production. Runner on second with 1 out. Pitch misses high and away for ball 1. Check swing, ends up fouling it off. 1-1. The 1-1. Outside corner for a call strike, 1-2. Ball in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Tied up on a high fastball. Taylor down on strikes for the second out.
First baseman number 7, Jake Arnold.
Now Jake Arnold coming up to bat, first baseman. Arnold batting .293, 1 homer, 11 RBIs. First pitch in there for strike 1. Same pitch, similar location, 0-2. Pitch missing high, fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Fastball got him. And Arnold down on strikes. 1 left stranded on second. Bottom of the second coming up. Still no score. And welcome back. Bottom of the second inning about to get underway. Niall Goings will lead it off. First pitch to Goings misses low for ball 1. Goings, .226 average on the year. Much better than it was at the early parts of the season. Glad to see he's getting those numbers up. Pitching there for a strike, 1-1. 4 homers and 7 RBIs. His on-base percentage is excellent, though, .351. Off-speed pitch, got Goings to chase. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Grounded up the middle and through for a base hit. So both no-hitters have been spoiled by the leadoff batters of the second. And now we'll see Brian Pereira, the Pacer first baseman, come up to bat. Runner on first. And nobody out. Brian Pereira digging in. Pereira batting .329 on the year, has 5 home runs and 24 RBIs. Those 24 RBIs are number 1 on the team. Also batting .632. It's also 3rd in the entire Peach Belt in terms of RBIs. The 1-0. Hits him on the shin, and Brian Pereira will head on down to first base. Runners on first and second now for the Pacers with nobody out.
Number 44, Dalton Weeks.
And that will bring up Dalton Weeks. Weeks batting .267 on the year, has 5 homers of his own and 22 RBIs. He's second on the team in RBIs. Pitch right on the outside corner for a call strike on Dalton Weeks. Right down the middle for a strike, 0-2. The 0-2, good-looking pitch, just missed outside, 1-2. Low and away, ball gets away, runners advancing. And now Goings and Pereira sit on second and third. Count even at 2-2 on Weeks. Goings on third, Pereira on second. Still nobody out in the bottom of the second inning. Pacers looking to take this opportunity to strike first. Weeks just getting a piece of that one to send it foul. Keeps the count right where it is. And a swing and a miss. Weeks down on strikes for the first out.
Designated hitter number 1, Phil Watcher.
That'll bring up the DH, Phil Watcher. Watcher, .324 batting average. Also has 3 homers on the year and 19 RBIs. Upper inside corner for a call strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Pitch outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hopper up the middle. Tough play, and everybody is safe. Call it an infield single for Philip Watcher, and it scores 1. Pacers up 1-0.
Shortstop number 2, Chandler Rogers.
So runners on the corners now Chandler Rogers, the shortstop, up to the plate. 1-0 your score. Here in the bottom of the second, Pacers leading North Georgia. Only one out. First pitch in there for a strike to Rogers. Rogers batting .269 on the year. Has yet to hit a home run, but he does have 8 RBIs. Off-speed pitch, fly ball into right field. It'll be caught. Runner tags from third, but Pereira's just trying to draw the throw. He will stay put. So now 2 men out. 2 men still on. And Sean McQuillan, who getting the start in left field today, just took off the red shirt again not too long ago. He will come up to bat. Check throw over to first. Almost goes wild. Arnold was able to step off the bag and grab it before any harm was done. Outside corner for a call strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2. This is outside. Ball 1. Swing and a miss. McQuillan chased one outside, and he goes down on strikes for the third and final out. But the Pacers get one. On the RBI single by Philip Watcher, they lead it 1-0 going into the top of the third. And we are back. Top of the third inning of USC Aiken baseball. Sponsored by Concierge Team, a real estate boutique in the market for a house in the Pacers up 1-0, and Stephen Tomlinson, top of the order for North Georgia, leads off the third. Tomlinson was hit by a pitch his first time up. And now the 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Tomlinson down looking for the first out.
Second baseman, number 3, Chase Suddeth.
Now Chase Suddeth coming up to bat. Suddeth struck out looking his first time up. Nobody on, top of the third. Good curveball there from Rayfuse, strike one. Low and away for a ball, 1-1. Outside fastball, 2 balls, 1 strike. High fly ball out there into center field. Bonilla having trouble finding it. He still can't find it. That's going to go off the wall, and that'll be extra bases. Going for third is Suddeth. He will make it in there standing up. Bonilla looked like he had no clue where the ball was. And that's going to cost him and the Pacers. And now there's a runner on third with only 1 out. Andres Perez coming up to bat now. Struck out his first time up. Runner on third, only 1 out. And that runner on third is the tying run. First pitch is low and away for ball 1. The 1-0. Curveball misses inside, 2-0. In there for a call strike, 2 balls, 1 strike. And that one also misses, 3-1. And a swing and a miss there, full count. One more swing and a miss, and Perez down on strikes for the second out.
Right fielder number 25, Connor Corbett.
That will bring up Connor Corbett. Walked in the first inning his first time up. Runner still on third now with 2 outs. And that one's sent out into center field. Drifting away from Bonilla. That's going to land in between him and Goings. Runner scores on the RBI single by Connor Corbett. And this game is all tied up at 1 here in the third.
Third baseman, number 19, Nick Clarno.
Brings up Nick Clarno. Popped out to third to end the first. 1 on and 2 out here in the top of the third. Upper inside corner, strike 1. Check throw over to first, not in time. In there for a call strike, 0-2. Popped up, foul territory, out of play. And now the 0-2 again. This is high, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Clarno down on strikes. But the Nighthawks tie it up here in the top of the third inning. Bottom of the third coming up. 1-1 your score. And welcome to the bottom of the third inning of USC Aiken Baseball, presented by Aiken Flooring. Aiken Flooring, you can stand on us, and the South Carolina Education Lottery. When you play the South Carolina Education Lottery, you're not only taking a chance, but giving a chance. Jose Bonilla will lead things off in this half of the inning for the Pacers. He is also the leadoff man. Grounded out his first time up. First pitch blown away for ball 1. Score is tied at 1 run apiece. Pacers getting their run in the bottom of the second. North Georgia getting theirs in the top half of this inning. Bonilla sends one into deep center field. That one's going. That one is gone. A bomb from Jose Bonilla, dead center field, 400-plus feet, and the Pacers retake the lead 2-1. That's a good way to get the lead back. Bonilla's 3rd home run of the year. And now Joey Smithers will have a tough act to follow. Honestly, never thought I'd see Bonilla. Well, first of all, I never thought I'd see Bonilla hit a home run after last year when he was a contact hitter. But after seeing him hit 2, I didn't think he'd ever hit one into dead center field, but he's got some power this year. And I am not going to argue. Pitch on the outside corner, no balls and 2 strikes to Smithers. Smithers 0 for 1. And just getting a piece of that one to stay alive. Yeah, last year, Jose Bonilla, the closest he came to a home run was a fly ball out to the warning track. Other than that, you'd think he'd have it inside the Parker, but I'm perfectly fine if he wants to hit a few more of those. Slow ground ball right in front of the plate. Over to first is just in time, and Smithers down for out number 1.
Catcher, number 30, Connor Durden.
And that will bring up Connor Durden, grounded out to first, his first time up. And Durden just misses that one, pops it up into right field. And that will easily be caught by Corbett for the second out. That brings Niall Goings to the plate. Singleton came around to score his last time up back in the second inning. Nobody on and 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Pitch outside for ball 1. That one brushing the corner. 1-1. Another one missing. 2 balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Ball outside, full count to Niall Goings. Goings grounds that one. Left side, going to be a tough play. And it was mishandled at short. We're going to see how they score this one. And they are going to score that in E6. Would have been a tough play regardless. I'd almost want to consider giving him a hit, but we're going to just stick with this official scoring for right now. But Goings is safe at first, and Brian Pereira, coming on up, was hit by a pitch his last time up. That grounder from Goings was all the way out there on the outfield grass, deep short. And Goings isn't the fastest guy on the team, but he's not the slowest either, so I may have to walk over and have a chat with the official scorer on that one. Pitch low and inside for ball 1. Inside corner for a strike. 1-1. And again, all right, trying to come inside there. Pereira following that off. And throwing inside to Brian Pereira is dangerous. He likes to pull the ball, and if he turns on an inside pitch, there is a good chance that you are not going to be seeing that ball ever again. But it's working out so far with a 1-2 count. Ball in the dirt. Goings takes off, and he is safe at second. Go ahead and give him a stolen base on that one. That's Goings' third stolen base on the year. The 2-2. Inside corner, call strike 3. Pereira down looking for the third and final out. But the Pacers get one back thanks to a power shot from the speedster, Jose Bonilla. They lead once again 2-1. And welcome back. Top of the fourth inning. Marcus Johnson here from Roberto Hernandez Stadium, where the Pacers lead the Nighthawks of North Georgia 2-1. And leading off this half of the inning for the Nighthawks, Bill Leroy, the DH, singled his first time up. And count quickly 0-2 on Leroy. High and outside for a ball, 1-2. Popped up. Left field. And that one will be caught by McQuillan for the first out.
Shortstop, number 15, William Mapes.
William Mapes coming up. A sack bunt his first time up. And the first pitch low and inside for ball one. Low and outside, 2-0. Fastball missing high, 3 balls, no strikes. Right down the middle for a call strike, 3-1. And a swing and a miss there. Good cut, no contact, full count. Popped up foul territory, but that'll end up out of play. And a swing and a miss. Rafuse works his way back from a 3-0 count to strike out Mapes for the second out.
Left fielder number 22, Cruz Taylor.
So Cruz Taylor up to bat now. Taylor struck out his first time up. One of 8 strikeouts on the day, and we're only in the 4th inning. Pitch outside, 1-0. And 1-1 as that one falls over the plate. Pitch missing low, 2-1. And we have a slow ground ball to short. Rogers has it, fires it to first in time for the third out. A 1-2-3 inning for Rafuse and the Pacers. We're going to the bottom half of the 4th. Pacers up 2-1. And we'd like to welcome you to the bottom of the 4th inning. Pacers leading the Nighthawks of North Georgia 2-1. Dalton Weeks leading off this half of the inning. Swing and a miss on the first pitch for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. And pitch misses. 1-1. And another swing and a miss from Weeks. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2. Low and away for a ball, 2-2. Right on the outside corner, Weeks down looking for the first out.
Designated hitter number 1, Phil Watcher.
That'll bring up Philip Watcher. Watcher, RBI single his last time up. Drove in Nile Goings. And he goes after the first pitch, ends up fouling it off the plate for strike 1. Slow grounder, third base. Throw to first is in time. Watcher down for the second out.
Shortstop number 2, Chandler Rogers.
I'll bring up Chandler Rogers. Flew out his first time up. 2 outs, nobody on. Show a bunt, pulled back, pitch low and inside, ball 1. And pitch right down the middle, 1-1. In there for a strike, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Chandler Rogers. Liner right at second. And making the catch was Suddeth for the third and final out. A 1-2-3 inning. We are going into the top of the 5th inning. Pacers still leading 2-1. And top of the 5th inning of USC Aiken baseball, presented by Tyler's Tire and Auto Center. About to get underway. Pacers leading 2-1 over North Georgia. Leading off for the Nighthawks this top half of the fifth, Jake Arnold, first baseman, struck out his first time up. And he skies one. And the 0-1. Right on the corner, 0-2. Popped up. Right side of the infield. Smithers has a read on it and makes the catch for the first out.
Center fielder, number 30, Stephen Tomlinson.
And we're back with the top of the order. Stephen Tomlinson, who is 0 for 1, was hit by a pitch and struck out looking his last time up. First pitch missing low and away for ball 1. Good swing there, but a miss. 1-1. This is low and away. 2 balls, 1 strike. Right down the middle, strike 2. Evens the count on up at 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Second baseman, number 3, Chase Sutton.
So now Chase Sutton coming up to bat. Sudduth is 0 for 1, walked his last time up, and came around to score. First pitch to Sudduth is low for ball 1. Low and away, 2-0. And therefore a call strike, 2 balls, 1 strike. Fouled off, 2-2. Inside corner, call strike 3. Sutteth down on strikes. The 10th strikeout of the night for Rayfuse. And that will conclude the top of the 5th inning. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Pacers still leading 2-1. And we are back with the bottom of the 5th inning. Sean McQuillan will lead it off for the Pacers as they lead North Georgia 2-1. McQuillan shows bunt, pulls it back, ball 1. Struck out his first time up. That one is in there for a strike, 1-1. Foul tip, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And trying to shake off that foul is Perez, the North Georgia catcher. And they're going to check on him just to make sure he's okay. And it looks like he's all right. Gets a little hand from the crowd. The count is 1-2 to McQuillan. And misses outside to even the count up at 2-2. And a mighty hack there to no avail. McQuillan down on strikes for the first out.
Number 4, Jose Bonilla.
And that will bring up Jose Bonilla. Not much today. 1 for 2 with a little 400-foot home run to his name. He goes after the first one, ground ball up the middle, and that will get through for a base hit. Bonilla takes a big turn, but will stay right there at first base. 1 on, 1 out for Joey Smithers.
Second baseman, number 9, Joey Smithers.
And a quick check throw over to first. Bonilla dives back safely. Smithers 0 for 2 today, grounded out his last time up. Another check throw to first. Bonilla gets back under the tag. Sent on into left field. That'll drop in for a base hit. Back-to-back singles put runners on first and second for the Pacers. Still only one out here in the top of the 5th inning. And now Connor Durden to the plate. Durden 0 for 2 today. And before he can have his at-bat, we're going to have a little meeting on the mound. North Georgia sending out some troops to the bullpen to start warming up. We're going to take a short break, be right back. And we'd like to go ahead and thank one more of our sponsors while we have the chance. Willie Jewell's Old School Barbecue. Durden will dig in, runners on first and second with one out. Again, Durden 0 for 2 today. And Durden fouls off the first pitch, strike one. The 0-1. Grounded foul, 0-2. And now the 0-2 to Connor Durden, high and inside for a ball. Runners take off, and Durden fouls it off, sending them scurrying back to their bags. And once again, the 1-2 misses outside, 2-2. Runners stayed put that time. Popped up foul territory, and that one's also going to end up out of play. The count stays right where it is at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Once again, the 2-2. And Duran grounds that one to second. This could be 2. The flip to short for 1. The throw to first is in time for the double play. And that will do it. Bottom of the 5th concludes. Top of the 6th about to get underway. Pacers leading 2-1. And welcome back. Top of the 6th inning of USC Aiken baseball. Sponsored in part by Hudson Etheridge Companies and Auto Owners Insurance. For all your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, contact Hudson Etheridge Companies and Auto Owners Insurance. Andres Perez leads things off against Zach Rafuse and the Pacers here in the top half of the 6th. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts on the day. Pitch is in there for a strike, 1-1. And a swing and a miss, 1-2. Check swing fouled off, and we will do it over again. And a swing and a miss from Perez. He goes down on strikes for the 3rd time today, and the 11th time overall for this North Georgia team. And that's the first out of the 6th. Now Connor Corbett coming up to bat. First pitch to Corbett. Right on the outside edge for strike 1. Corbett 1 for 1 today. He walked his first time up, singled, which drove in a run his second time up. Sends that one out into deep center field. Bonilla near the warning track and makes the catch for the second out.
Third baseman, number 19, Nick Clarno.
And Nick Clarno coming up to bat now. 0 for 2, struck out his last time up. Pitch low and away for ball 1. Pitch is low. 2-0. And therefore a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. And a foul tip there evens the count at 2-2. Clarno just catching a piece of that one to spoil the pitch. Count remains at 2-2. 2 outs, nobody on. Top of the 6th inning. Fouled off. Once again, count staying right where it is. Once again, the 2-2. Swing and a miss, ball in the dirt. Durden fires it down to first, and that will do it. Another strikeout for Rayfuse, who's already surpassed his season-high total of 8. He now has 12 on the year. Or 12 on the day, I should say, not on the year. Bottom of the 6th inning coming up. Pacers still up 2-1. And welcome back. Marcus Johnson here, thanking you for joining us on this Friday evening. Niall Goings will lead things off here in the bottom of the 6th inning for the Pacers. Goings is 1 for 2 today. First pitch, appeal down to first, say he did not go, so it is ball 1. Going singled his first time up, came around to score, and reached down an air and stole a base his second time up. All outside, 2-0. Low and away for another ball. 3 balls, no strikes. That one in there for a call strike. 3-1. High and away, ball 4. Goings with the leadoff walk here in the 6th.
First baseman number 32, Brian Pereira.
That will bring up Brian Pereira. Pereira 0 for 1 today, struck out looking his first time up, was hit by a pitch. He struck out looking his last time up, was hit by a pitch his first time up. Low and inside for ball 1 to Pereira. Grounded through the first base side and into the corner for a base hit. Pereira will actually stop at first. Goings will stop at third. Runners on the corners now with nobody out. And Dalton Weeks coming up. Thanks to a high hop, the ball got over the head of the first baseman, Arnold.
44, Dalton Weeks.
And Pacers have an opportunity to add to their lead, get a little insurance. Weeks 0 for 2 today. And Weeks lines that one into left field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Ball gets over the head of the left fielder, Taylor, all the way to the wall. Goings scores. Pereira stops at third. Weeks stops at second. And it will be an RBI double for Dalton Weeks. Pacers now leading 3-1 on that one. Runners on second and third for the Pacers. Still nobody out. Pretty sure that was a double. Ball looked like it bounced over the head of Taylor and not misplayed it. Either way, it's still a hit for Dalton Weeks. Okay, they're going to score that a hit and an error, so it's a single for Dalton Weeks. Advances on the error. And that is going to draw another visit to the mound. I think we got all of our sponsors today. It looks like we did, so we're just going to go ahead and take a break. Anyway, they're having a pitching change, so a break regardless. We'll be right back. Pacers up 3-1, nobody out, 2 on here in the bottom of the 6th. welcome back. New pitcher on the mound for North Georgia, number 18, Jack Fleming. 3.68 ERA, 1-0 record in his 7 appearances. First pitch in there on Philip Watcher's a strike. 7 1/3 innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 runs, all of which earned, 8 walks, 11 strikeouts, and opponents hitting 167. He has a bit of a challenge here with runners on second and third and nobody out. The 0-1 misses outside to even it up at 1-1. Low and away for a ball, 2-1. Outside again for a ball, 3 balls, 1 strike. Go ahead and give you the stat line on Cade Hale while you have a chance. 5+ innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, no walks, 7 hits, and as of right now, 3 runs. Runners on second and third are his responsibility. And outside for ball 4. Philip Watcher will get a free pass to first. And it's bases loaded with nobody out.
Shortstop, number 2, Chandler Rogers.
Now Chandler Rogers coming to bat. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Rogers 0 for 2 today. And Rogers sends that one into right field. It is a foul ball. Would have been trouble. Sent into center field, not into center field. A 1-hopper to second, flip to short for 1. That's all they'll get. A little bit deceptive on the distance on that, but it scores a run anyway on the fielder's choice, and the Pacers now lead at 4-1.
The left fielder, number 8, Sean McQuillan.
Brings up the number 9 hitter, Sean McQuillan. Runners on the corners with 1 out. McQuillan 0 for 2 today. First pitch missing for ball 1. High and outside for a ball, 2-0. High and outside, 3 balls, no strikes to McQuillan. That one will fall into the strike zone, 3-1. Bunted, foul, and it's full count. Three-two pitch on its way. Fouled off. And we'll do it over again. In there for a call, strike 3. McQuillan down looking for the second out.
Center fielder, number 4, Jose Bonilla.
That brings us to the top of the order, Jose Bonilla. Bonilla 2 for 3 today. A single his last time up and a solo home run the time before that. Runners still on the corners with 2 outs and the Pacers leading 4-1. And first pitch in there for strike 1 to Bonilla. Misses outside, 1-1. Pitch in the dirt, runner takes off. And give Chandler Rogers a stolen base on second. Now runners on second and third for the Pacers. 3-1 the count to Jose Bonilla. So they count 2-1 to Bonilla, not 3-1. Scoreboard was getting ahead of itself. Now it's 3-1 as that pitch misses outside. Ball in the dirt. Bonilla with the walk. That loads up the bases again. Still 2 outs. And Joey Smithers coming to the plate.
The second baseman, number 9, Joey Smithers.
Smithers is 1 for 3 today with a single. Chance to really blow this game wide open. Pacers up 4-1. Bases loaded and 2 men down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. In there for a strike. 0-1. Foul ball from Smithers, 0-2. Check swing. Just catches a piece of the ball, however, and fouls it off. Count stays at 0-2. Misses high for ball 1, 1-2. Popped up behind the plate, and that's going to end up out of play. Count staying right where it is at 1-2. In the dirt, 2-2. High and outside, ball 3, full count. High and outside, ball 4. And that will walk in a run. And the Pacers now lead 5-1.
Now batting the catcher, number 30, Connor Durden.
So Connor Durden coming to the plate. Bases are still loaded. And there are still 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch to Durden is in there for a strike. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Check swing. Fouled off. And another foul ball from Durden. Count staying right where it is at 0-2. Low and away, 1-2. Right down the middle, call strike 3. And Durden down looking for the final out, but the Pacers add 3 more to their overall score. They lead it 5-1 as we go into the top of the 7th. And welcome back to the top of the 7th inning. Bill Leroy will lead it off for North Georgia. They trail the Pacers 5-1. Big 3-run bottom of the 6th inning got the Pacers that score. Rayfuse still out on the mound to face off against Leroy, who is 1 for 2 with a single. First pitch in there for strike one. Low and away, 1-1. Sent on out into center field. Bonilla going back for it and making the catch for the first out.
The shortstop, number 15, William Mapes.
So William Mapes coming up. 0 for 1, struck out his last time up. This is outside for ball one. Inside corner, call strike, 1-1. Lower part of the zone, 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Durden fires it down to first in time.
The left fielder,
And that will do it for Mapes. First pitch to Cruz Taylor, misses high and outside for a ball. Taylor 0 for 2 today. This is low with that pitch. 2 balls, no strikes. Inside half, 2-1. Another strike, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and nobody on here in the top of the 7th. Just missing inside, and the count is full. And a foul tip into the glove of Durden. Another strikeout. Make it 14 on the night for Zach Rayfuse. He is just locked in. And we go to the 7th inning stretch and the bottom of the 7th inning with the Pacers up 5-1. And welcome back. Bottom of the 7th inning, fresh off the 7th inning stretch, and Niall Goings leads things off for the Pacers. Want to know the count as the first pitch missed outside. Goings is 1 for 2 today, but he's reached safely all 3 times, and he's scored a run as well. Scored 2 runs as well, I should say. Got even at 1-1 on Niall. Outside, 2-1. Goings actually led off the bottom of the 6th inning, which was a big productive inning for the Pacers. 3 runs. Inside corner for a call strike. Goings doesn't look like he agreed with it. 2-2. And Goings, it's one up to second. Throw is in time to get Niall Goings for the first out.
The first baseman, number 32, Brian Pereira.
Brian Pereira comes up with 1 out and nobody on. Pereira singled his last time up, and first pitch right on the outside half, strike 1. And Pereira sends that one deep into right center field on the track, and that's where it's caught for the second out. Thought for a second he might have had a solo shot there, but maybe warmer weather and it would have been. A fly out for Brian Pereira, and that brings up Dalton Weeks. Weeks 1 for 3 today, an RBI single and a run scored. Pitch is high for ball 1 to Weeks. Fouled off by Weeks again, and it's 1-1. Right on the outside edge of the plate, 1-2. Not even at 2 balls and 2 strikes as that pitch misses. Low and away, full count. Popped up, right field. Coming on and making the catch was Corbett for the 3rd and final out, a 1-2-3 inning. And we are going into the top of the 8th. Pacers still leading 5-1.
for North Georgia.
And welcome to the top of the 8th inning, folks. Marcus Johnson here once again thanking you for joining us on this Friday evening. Leading off, Jake Arnold for North Georgia, and a new Pacer pitcher out there on the mound. Daniel Wiggins comes in to relieve Zach Rafuse, who was absolutely dominant today. 7 innings pitched, 14 strikeouts, 1 walk, 3 hits, and 1 run scored. And the count even at 1-1 on Arnold. Arnold is 0 for today, 0 for 2. And another one in there for a strike, 1-2. Low and inside, 2-2. And the count is now full. Give you the stat line on Wiggins before it changes, assuming I can find the stat sheet in time. 3-2 on its way. Outside for a walk. Well, it has just changed. Daniel Wiggins, a 3.26 ERA, 3-1 record in his 9 appearances, has 1 save on the year. 19 1/3 innings pitched, 17 hits. 17 hits, 8 runs, 7 of which were earned. Now 4 walks on the season and 20 strikeouts. Opponents batting .243 on him. But a leadoff walk to Arnold puts a runner on first. Nobody out for the top of the orders. Stephen Tomlinson. First pitch in there for a strike. Tomlinson 0 for 2 was hit by a pitch and has struck out twice. And therefore another strike, 0-2. Ball in the dirt, 1-2. Foul tip into the glove of Connor Durden. And that will sit down Tomlinson for the first out. Jay Sudduth coming up to bat now. 0 for 2, walked and scored a run back in the 3rd. Other than that, he struck out twice. Runner on first, 1 out, top of the 8th. Which is in there for a strike, 0-1. Fouled off, 0-2. Pacer bullpen pretty quiet. Couple of guys out there doing some warm-up stretches, but that's about it. I'm honestly surprised to even see Daniel Wiggins out there right now. Nothing against him, but Rafuse having an absolutely dominant night. Kind of hoping to see him get a complete game, but Wiggins an effective reliever. Check swing. They're going to have the appeal to the field ump say he did not go. Good call there, 1-2. Hit in the air, foul, and out of play. We'll do it over. That's a ground ball. Left side, stopped by Rogers, but he's not going to have a play at any base. An infield single for Sudduth, and there's runners on first and second with still only one out. Rogers, he was playing close to the bag there, hoping for a double play ball. Too far away to really make any play on that except just stopping it. And Andres Perez comes up to bat 0 for 3, trying to avoid the golden sombrero as they are all strikeouts. High and inside for a ball. In there for a strike, 1-1. Low and away for a ball, 2-1. Another one right over the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Perez down on strikes for the 4th time today for the second out. And brings up Connor Corbett. Corbett 1 for 2 today. Walked, singled, and drove in a run. And flew out his last time up. Runners still on second and first. Now with 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Inside corner for a call strike, 0-1. Grounder to third. Weeks can't handle that. It's going to go out into left field. They're waving the runner around third. Throw comes into the cutoff man, and it will be an RBI. I believe. Yeah, they are going to score that an RBI. No, they are going to score that well, I'm saying RBI. They're going to score that an E5 on Dalton Weeks.
Number 26, Jake Howard.
So the E5 drives in a run. And the score now 5-2. Pacers still leading. Runners on first and second still for Nick Clarno. First pitch in there for a strike. He is 0 for 3 today. Fouled off, 0-2. And the 0-2. High and outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouled off, and we'll do it over. Low and inside, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Top of the 8th inning, Pacers up 5-2. High and outside, and it is a full count. Three-two pitch. In there for a call, strike 3. And Wiggins works out of the jam and holds the lead at 5-2 as we go into the bottom of the 8th inning. Pacers leading by that score. And the bottom of the 8th inning is set to get underway. Philip Watcher will lead it off for the Pacers. Watcher is 1 for 2 on the day, an RBI single. Back in the 2nd inning. First pitch is in there for strike 1. Watcher walked his last time up. Ended up thrown out at 2nd on a fielder's choice. And I'll foul that one off 0-2. Pitch missing, and the count 1-2. Grounded slowly to third, bobbled, mishandled, and Philip Watcher will be safe at first on the E5. Leadoff man aboard for the Pacers. Chandler Rogers now coming up to bat. Rogers reached on a fielder's choice his last time up. Stole a base, and that actually, the fielder's choice drove in a run as well. 1 on and nobody out here in the 8th. I'm hoping to bring Connor Durden back up for one more try at the plate. On-base streak is at risk. Pitch is high, ball 1. Durden, who has reached safely in every game this season, all 19 of them trying to get to that goal number 20. Misses high, 2-0. High and inside, 3-0. Down the middle for a strike, 3-1. High and inside, ball 4. Rogers with the walk. That puts runners on first and second, still nobody out. And Sean McQuillan coming up to bat, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, and we're going to have a visit to the mound now. Well, nobody in the bullpen at all, actually, for North Georgia, so this is just a routine visit. McQuillan is due up. Jose Bonilla is on deck. Joey Smithers is in the hole, and then after him would be Connor Durden. Normally we'd like for these games to go fast, but I will sacrifice a few minutes tonight to see if we can get Durden back up to the plate. McQuillan digs in, runners on first and second, and nobody out. And he bunts it, but he bunts it in the air and out of play. McQuillan's still showing bunt here. And he bunts it right back to the mound. They're going to throw to third, and that is in time to get the lead runner, Philip Watcher. Rogers advances to second. McQuillan is safe at first on the fielder's choice. And it brings us to the top of the order. Bonilla 2 for 3. A solo home run, a single, a walk his last time up, and a ground out all the way back in the first. Runner still on first and second for Bonilla with 1 out now. Curveball misses high for ball 1. Inside corner for a call strike. 1-2. I'm sorry, 1-1. The scoreboard had not been cleared prior to Bonilla's at bat. And Bonilla sends that one into the air, foul territory left field side, and that's going to end up in the Pacer bullpen, where it is caught by a Pacer. So Bonilla will stay in there now, the count 1-2. Seems like Freddie Beeman was out there doing some warm-ups and decided to snag the fly ball. Now the 1-2. And Bonilla sends that one into deep right field. That one is gone. A home run for Jose Bonilla. And the Pacers are now leading it by a score of 8-2. 2 home runs on the day for Jose Bonilla. He's having a heck of a night. And I was actually able to get over to the computer in time to get a highlight of Bonilla's home run. The Pacers leading now 8-2. And that will bring up Joey Smithers.
Second baseman number 9, Joey Smithers.
Smithers is 1 for 3 on the day. Walked his last time up, also has a single on the day. Count 1-1 to Joey Smithers. Well, unless the Pacers bat out of order, Connor Durden will get that extra at-bat. Another pitch misses, 3 balls and 1 strike. And a walk to Joey Smithers. Inning continues, runner on first, 1 out. And Connor Durden coming to the plate.
The catcher, number 30, Connor Durden.
Well, Durden will dig in. Over 4 today. Check throw over to first. Smithers dives back in time. It is right there for strike 1 to Durden. In there for a strike, 0-2. Fouled off. Count stays at 0-2. Once again, the 0-2, high and outside for a ball, 1-2. Durden sends that one out into center field and deep on the warning track, and that is where it will be caught. For the second out, I should say, not the third and final out. Getting ahead of myself there.
Fielder number 34, Niall Good.
1 for 3 today with a pair of runs scored. Runner still on first with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. High and outside for a ball, 1-0. A 2-0 the count to Nile Goings. Fouled off, 2-1. Popped up, shallow right field, and that is caught for the 3rd and final out. Pacers leave one stranded, but they get 3 more insurance runs going into the top of the 9th. They lead North Georgia 8-2. And welcome back. Top of the 9th inning about to get underway. Pacers trying to close it out with an 8-2 lead, and they turn to Freddie Beeman to do that. Stat line on Daniel Wiggins, 1 inning pitched, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 hit, 1 run. It was an unearned run, so not a bad outing of relief for Daniel Wiggins. And Freddie Beeman's stat line for the season, 6.75 ERA in his 8 appearances. He has 1 save on the year, 6 2/3 innings pitched, 5 hits, 8 runs, only 5 of them earned, 6 walks, 10 strikeouts, and opponents only batting an even 200 on him. He's keeping that opponent batting average down. Let's see if he can get it a little bit lower here as we move on to the top of the 9th, and leading it off
Leading off the 9th for North Georgia
is Bill Leroy, the DH. Leroy 1 for 3 today with a single. Back in the 2nd, flew out to center his last time up. And the first pitch is in there for strike 1. Just missed with that one, 1-1. Two balls and 1 strike, the count now to Leroy. Low and away, 3-1. In there for a strike. Full count. Low and away, ball 4. Leadoff man aboard for North Georgia.
Shortstop, number 15, William Mapes.
And now William Mapes due up. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First pitch is high for ball 1. Aces do still have action going on in the bullpen in case this situation gets a little hairy. Low and away, 2-0. And now Durden's going to run on out and have a chat with Beeman, settle him down. And now they're actually going to have an official visit to the mound. Take a short break, be right back. Don't go anywhere. Well, that meeting finishes up rather quickly. We'll get right back to it. 2-0 count to Mapes. The runner on first with nobody out. In there for a strike, 2-1. Is either have Yarborough or Jacob Rye warming up in the bullpen right now. Hard to tell. And that pitch is high, 3-1. It looks like Jacob Rye. I think I see a 36 out there. And the 3-1. Right down the middle, full count. Back-to-back full counts. Let's see if the outcome is a little different. Outside corner call, strike 3. Mapes down looking for the first out.
Left fielder, number 22, Cruz Taylor.
And now Cruz Taylor coming up to bat. Taylor 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts on the day. Runner still on first now with 1 out. It's right down the middle for strike 1. The 0-1. Outside corner, strike 2. Pitch just a bit low, not a bad pitch though. 1-2. Went with 2 fastballs and decided to change speeds. Did not work, however, so the count is 1-2. Fouled off, and we will do it over. Swing and a miss. Even gets Taylor swinging for the second out.
First baseman, number 7, Jake Arnold.
So now Jake Arnold, the number 9 hitter coming up. 0 for 2, but walked and scored a run his last time up in the top of the 8th inning. Runner on first and 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. And the first pitch is fouled off for strike 1. In there for a strike, 0-2. North Georgia down to their last strike. The 0-2 misses high for a ball. 1-2. Low and away, count even at 2-2. Swing and a miss, got him to chase one upstairs. And that is the 20th strikeout of the game, and that ends it here in the top of the 9th. Pacers take it by a score of 8-2 to 1-0 lead in the series on their conference foe. Be sure to stick around for the postgame. We'll head on down and have a chat with Kenny Thomas and a couple of the athletes. Going to try to get maybe Jose Bonilla and Zach Rayfuse. That will be uploaded in just a short bit. But the Pacers take game 1. Game 2 will be tomorrow at 2 o'clock if everything goes according to schedule, goes according to plan. And game 3 of the series will be March 11th. That'll be Sunday at 1 o'clock p.m. But until then, I'm Marcus Johnson. Thank you for joining us, and have a good one.